Alright, good day everyone. So today we're going to look at another new figure that came into the mail. So this is the SH Monsterarts Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. So as you can see here, the box is really nice. The box art is based on the poster that came with the movie. So yeah, it's SH Monsterarts, so I'm expecting this is gonna be a good figure. So this is what the box looks like on the front. It's on the side. Let me put that a bit. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like that. So there's some box art on the side as well. And then at the back, it has a window where you could see the actual figure and some poses that comes with the figure. And there's a little peephole on the top as well. So yeah, without further ado, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this figure up and I'll catch back with you later. Okay, so out of the box, this is what the figure looks like. And it comes with two extra hands, and that's it. So it doesn't come with a breath effect, which is kind of a bummer, but for the price point, I guess you couldn't complain about it. Anyway, so it comes with two extra hands. So this one's the usual stance that the hands has for Godzilla, and then for specifically for Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla tends to do this pose on its hands. I mean, it's using the hands to scratch the hell out of Kong. Anyway, so this is what the figure looks like out of the box. And now, so in terms of paint application, it's really good, especially the blue part and how they treated the blue part on the scales and on the head, I mean on the mouth area. That was really, I feel like it's executed perfectly. Even the eyes is glowing blue. I hope I can show that. Yeah, see, it's glowing blue. So anyway, in terms of paint application, they did a good job on painting the blue effect on the rest of the body. And of course the body itself, well, it's painted really well. Some dry brushing on the legs, on the chest area, especially the chest area. You see that? There's some hint of brown there. It is really good. Now, the one thing that I feel like they missed is painting the nails. So I feel like they could have done a better job, especially on the nails on the feet, because as you can see, let me see if I can show you on camera, there's a lot of details on those nails. Some weathering, some scratches here and there, some of the things that you would normally expect on a lizard or on a monster that walks on land. And so I feel like they could have highlighted those details by painting it, sorry for the focus, by painting it better than how they painted it now. It feels like a dirty nail that just, you know, well, I feel like they could have done a better job on painting it just to highlight those details on the nails. And there are some similar details on the fingers also, which I feel like wasn't highlighted again because there's no paint. There's little to no paint on the nails. Even the extra hands, they're treated the same way. So I feel like they could have done a better job on painting those nails. Other than that, in terms of paint application, they did a good job on this figure. Now, in terms of articulation, well, of course, you know SH Monsterarts, so they're really known for the articulation of their figures. So here, as you can see, the mouth opens and closes. It reveals the tongue that's also blue, very blue. The tongue, well, I don't think it moves. Or does it? Let's see. I guess it doesn't. Anyway, So on the neck area has two joints. So one that connects to the to the rest of the body. It has a little motion, not really that much, but the head can move that far, which can give you some dynamic poses because of the joints. Unfortunately, you have to strategically put this joint, I mean this flap, so that it covers much of the gaps that you could see here. Anyway, now going down to the shoulders and to the arms. So the arms here, it's kind of a restricted motion, to be honest. And I feel like this joint, I mean this section is a little bit too thick. And I get why they did that. It's to cover up that gap right there. But the thing is, it kind of, restricts a lot of the motion for the figure. Reminiscent of how they did the NECA 2021 and 2014. Anyway, I like how they did the shoulder. I'm sorry. I like how they did the elbow joints and the forearms. And as you can see how it's executed, let me see if I can try to focus on that one. The gaps are very minimal, and the range of motion that you could do on that is phenomenal. So it's reminiscent of how they did the knees, which is really good. So I feel like instead of just putting a hinge on here, they did an awesome job of making it two joints instead. And then of course the ball joint on the wrist area. So the only thing lacking here is basically the finger joints that NECA is known for, but that's NECA. Anyway. And then down on the body, there's an ab crunch. And then of course there's a little motion side to side here. But yeah, that's like super little, almost non-existent. And then onto the waist. So there's motion on the hips, I mean on the waist area. So the legs, they can move a bit all the way around. So this is basically a ball joint. And then there's another ball joint on the other side. The other side, well, yeah, it does move, but really difficult. A little motion front and back. And then, yeah, just like what I mentioned earlier, there's this I like how they did the knees on the figure. So that kneecap has some motion so that it allows you to cover a lot of the gaps. And then finally you have some motion on the feet, up and down, a little side to side, all the way around, but doesn't tiptoe that well. So it goes up to that far, tiptoes up to that far, and goes all the way like this, and it reveals like the back of the heel. So anyway, so that's the motion, that's the movement on the feet and on the legs. One thing that I would like to point out is this section right here. So this section is kind of off, if you ask me. It sticks out and it's connected to the tail, and I know it's meant to cover much of that detail, that's why it's there. It's kind of like a filler, if you will. But yeah, it's a bit, it's a bit distracting. Anyway, going to the tail, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 sections, and then this section is one piece. So it's pretty neat. But the thing is, even if there's a lot of sections there, the range of motion that you could do with this figure is, since it has a short tail, so it could go up to that far. It's still nice, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a short tail anyway. So yeah, so that's basically the articulation on this figure. Now in terms of sculpt, again, you've seen a lot of really good sculpted details on this figure. My only gripe is I feel like it's a bit too thin. I mean, legendary Godzilla is really known for being a thick Godzilla, and I feel like there are some poses wherein you could get away with it being thick, like that one. But if you look at it from the side, I feel like this area, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. But yeah, other than that, it's good. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's much better. I mean, it's more muscular in the movie than what you see on the figure. So anyway, final thoughts. It's priced at around, let me see, it's priced at around 60 bucks here in the Philippines, which is not bad. It's kind of cheap in terms of SH Monsterarts standards, and I get why it's priced like that. And basically because, number one, they don't have NECA to compete with them anymore, and basically, you know, these figures basically re-release in a repaint, and it doesn't have a breath effect, although it does come with extra pair of hands, which I don't know if you're really gonna use. But other than that, so yeah, that's the price, and you're getting a premium figure at least. And the nice thing about this is, I mean, if you're starting off your SH Monsterarts or Godzilla collection, then this figure right here is a good place to start, especially if you've missed out on all those NECA figures, all those early releases from SH Monsterarts. So this is a good way to start your collection. So yeah, now size comparison. Let's see. This is my custom made Godzilla 2019 from NECA. So let's see if I can show that to you. Yeah. So this is our custom NECA Godzilla 2019. So we customized the paint on this one so it looks like burning Godzilla. And this is Godzilla 2021 from Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, by no means is this figure better than this figure. I mean, in terms of sculpt, in terms of articulation, and in terms of paint application, this figure will always win over this one. But in terms of heft or being muscular, I feel like this Godzilla has a better proportion compared to this one. But that's just me. Anyway, again, it's still a good figure, and it's available on stores right now. So I suggest, if you don't have one, and it's really priced at a very competitive price. So if you don't have a legendary Godzilla and you want an SH Monsterarts, then this figure right here could be the start of your Godzilla collection. So yeah, I guess that's it for me, folks. So if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.